I got lucky enough to catch an early screening of the new Jennifer Lawrence comedy No Hard Feelings. This movie is not at all what I expected, and it was actually better for it. So, this movie has been making the rounds on the internet because it's about this grown woman who is in desperate needs for transportation to save her house, and so she decides to take up this Craigslist ad for dating their son, and the son happens to be like fresh out of high school. The story is an interesting concept to say the least, but it is played out much smarter than the trailers give it credit, and I think the marketing, while it looked like it gave too much of the movie away, it actually hid its strongest points. I'm not going to share that as I'm going to try to keep it spoiler free here, but it is very solid story structure for this film, which honestly was completely unexpected. I was just expecting to have good time, fun laughs, but it was very heartfelt and emotional by the end, and that's all you can look for in a pure comedy sometimes. I don't think this is a rom-com. I think this is a pure comedy, but no, it's definitely not a rom-com now that I think about it. But it's a pure comedy, and it's nice to see more pure comedies get the spotlight this year. That's a hand grenade score for the comedy. Now, cinematically, this is very funny. There's a scene shown in the trailers. That scene is actually more intense in the movie and more chaotic. And what's nice about this movie is that it does go full circle a lot. And you always love to see when a movie goes full circle, as the end rhymes with the beginning. And that's what you love to see. That's pure, it's like George Lucas said, it's poetry. It rhymes. And that's what you like to see in a movie. This movie also has a great soundtrack. And I do have to say, I really liked one thing that they did with one song in the movie. Towards the end, towards the end of the second act, I believe. I thought that was a very pleasant surprise. A lot of interesting choices done cinematically and soundtrack for a great cinematic experience. I'll give it a hand grenade score. The directing, pretty solid. It was pretty well paced. It didn't feel like it dragged on, but the reason I got confused on whether it was a rom-com or not is that earlier, there's usually that rom-com breakup scene, but since it wasn't a rom-com, it just felt a little awkward. But I think that was mostly the story structure, and probably what led to my confusion earlier. So directing, there's nothing super special, but it was well done. But I'll give it a hot pocket score for here. The acting, pretty solid performances from Jennifer Lawrence. It's been a while since I've seen her in a movie. It was a great performance to come back to. It was fun. It was charming. It was engaging. This character showed some layers, which is way more than I was expecting from the trailers and what I had seen of the film. It was very well acted by Jennifer Lawrence and the other lead, Andrew Barth Feldman. He did a very good job building confidence throughout the film, and it was just a great watch, fun time, and the acting really sold the story. So another hand grenade score there. And now, as mentioned earlier with my expectations, it's not what you expect right off the bat, but it's better for it. At least it was not what I expected right off the bat, and it was better than my expectations for the film. I saw this with two buddies, and they also had the same opinions. They also enjoyed it more, making it just an overall fun, surprising time. A lot of fun comedies this year, About My Father being one that I can remember right off the bat because it's more recent. Like just pure comedies, feel like they're making a comeback this year. This is pretty epic, and hopefully we get more studio comedies just coming out into theaters. So overall, my expectations and experience. Oh yeah, not to mention the whole theater was super invested in this film, and so like that also bumped up the experience and making it a pure hand grenade of a time. This film, honestly, a certified hand grenade film. It's a fun watch. It won't hit you in your feels, but like it's not gonna just make you feel nothing. It has its laughs. It's not boring. It's entertaining the whole way through. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure to like, comment down below if you're planning on checking this out. Other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.